Hello Wes, how are you? I'm here just to explain how I did the modelation of the micro hydro in your house. Well, this is your home. I'm watching it from Google Earth. So from here what I did is just take the data uh, from Google Earth Pro. So this is your house, and I see that over here is the downstream where you want, where is the difference of elevation. So around here is where I'm gonna put the water. I put this in the AutoCAD in the program, so I can measure more accurate. So the area that I put here is more or less about this. Of course, if it's less area, the only difference is that we're gonna have less storage of water. I just need the length for the calculation purposes, and of course the height of the altitude of your house and the altitude here downstream, which I got from Google Earth because it gives me the data here. What I did is a spreadsheet just to how we calculated the model. I'm gonna explain you right away. What I have here is the area of the reservoir in square meters, the height of the reservoir, which I just put 4 meters, just an example of it. 4 meters is a lot. It's like twice, if you stand up, maybe twice point something else your height. The volume that I have of water in cubic meters, the altitude of your house, the altitude downstream. So I have around 16 meters of height. What I have here is the discharge of the water. So if I put here 0.2, it means that the reservoir that you have in your home will be empty in 3 hours. So if I put, for example, 0.4, the reservoir will be empty in 1.5 hours. That means that this volume of water will be empty in the time that is here. So just in this case, I'm gonna put 0.2 cubic meters per second. What I have here is the power generation that will be that we will be generating, which is around 28 kilowatts with this discharge and this height difference. What we have here is that with this height and this discharge, we will be generating 28 kilowatts or 0.028 megawatts. Here I just put the cost of electricity here in Ecuador in the commercial area, which is 0.18 US dollars per kilowatt hour. And the net income for these 3 hours that we will produce energy at this power will be $15. Now this is the number that I have to put as an input to you. Of course, if we, for example, put more discharge, 0.4, that means that we will be making more power. But of course, it doesn't matter because the energy, the gross energy will be the same, because now we won't have 1.5 hours. We will have less time of less time that we can produce energy, you know. To see if we have 0.4 at 1.5 hours, and if we put the half of it, of course we will have three hours. But of course the power that we generate in total will be the same. Now this is just how we are going to measure our project. So right now we're going to produce $15 for 3.01 hours of production. Now the cost to fill this reservoir with water, what I did here is just I went to the shop and I saw the pumps, just water pumps, you know, and I did an average to see how from 5 pumps that we have, see the average in which how much will be, how much of power, how much kilowatts I need to put a cubic meter in 1 hour. So this amount of energy that I need, 0.19 kilowatts, to put 1 meter of water upstream in 1 hour. So this is just the value that I got from the making a average from 5 different pumps. From here is take 2 American pumps, 2 Chinese pumps, and 1 from Latin America, but all of them are kind of the same. So I put this average, I put the volume of the reservoir that is the same as here. The cost, that this is the input number that we have to know. You told me that the reservoir, the cost of electricity is higher at one time during the day. So this will be our number that will define if we are earning money or not. For example, if it's somebody was calling. So if, for example, if I put here $0.18 per kilowatt hour, we will need an approximate of $77 to refill the water. But as you told me that electricity will be cheaper, so how about if I put 2 cents just for the sake of this example? The cost to fill the reservoir will be around $8, and of course we will have an income from here. If these numbers, this is the most important number, the cost of electricity, the highest that we can sell and the lowest that we can consume. Of course, the amount of time that we can put the water up to the reservoir again, it doesn't matter, because you can put 1, 2, 3, 4 pumps or a bigger pump, so we can accomplish the amount of time that we need to put the water. So that doesn't matter, because we just buy another pump and the time will be reduced. If you have only 1 hour per day that the cost of kilowatt is really low, so we have to take advantage of that time and put in 1 hour, fill the reservoir in that period of time. But that only means that we only put more pumps or 1 big pump, and that's it. No, it's just the cost of electricity. Of course, if I put the same value here, 0.18 cents, we'll have a net income of -62. So all depends of these two values.